Hey, Sean from SpeedCubeReview.com. So, the GuanLong and the GuanPo. I've heard these called the Plus versions. I've heard them called the Pro versions. I've heard them called the Enhanced versions. Let's take a look at them. Now, the first thing I'll say is these boxes are great. These might be the nicest boxes I've seen aside from something like the GTS2 or the Volk. That the cardboard is just, it's really nice. It's kind of textured. It's thick. I'm hoping this continues because it looks quality. How do they perform? I already unboxed this earlier, and I clipped a couple solves and some pieces. First, let's look at the GuanPo. Now, the GuanPo with the first 2x2, I was really not happy with. It had it was just like a little cap that slid on, but it was hollow under some of the pieces. And this feels like a UPO, maybe a little springier, like it really does want to spring back. I had to tighten it. The screws were really hard to tighten. I had to actually not use a Phillips head and use a flat head and just really like jam it into the screw to turn it. But it performs well. I mean, it has a few little tiny catches, which I feel like might go away. You can hear that actually. Maybe. Now I'm not so much getting it. There it is. So that might go away with some time. It's actually nice. It's a little bubbly. It's a little bit slower. I would myself not use this as a main, and I feel like for budget ones there's the Kung Fu, but this is a definitely decent 2x2 for the price, and a huge upgrade from the first one. So that's the GuanPo. The GuanLong, I don't know how I feel about this. So it's got squared off corners, and it's definitely a Tanglong type design. It has caps over the pieces. The caps seem a little bit different than the Tanglong one. They're a little bit more hollow, but I'm having trouble controlling this. It's not that it's too fast, it's just kind of wobbly, and not wobbly like a, what's a good example? I guess a GAN 356 is wobbly, or okay, we'll use a GuanLong is wobbly, but that flexibility lets it flex back into shape. This, I feel like, wants to wobble, but not wobble always into place. When I got home, I decided to dump a bunch of lubrication into it, a lot of my Factory Team 1000, and that's helped out a little bit. It slowed it down, and I've been able to control it just a little bit more. But corner cutting around 45, reverse is decent. I almost personally would still rather use the old GuanLong than this one. And I mean, GuanLongs can be horrible out of the box, and the one that I have, I've done thousands upon thousands of solves, and it's great at corner cuts over 45 degrees now. So that might be what this needs, and still might need thousands of solves. It's an interesting, it's weird. I think the best way to describe it when I was driving home from work is that I was thinking about how am I going to describe this puzzle, and I feel like the springs are not strong enough. I feel like it kind of bends out of shape but doesn't want to go back. When I pull this apart, that snap there, I mean, there's just not much snap at all compared to, I mean, here's the Yan 3, which already has kind of light springs, or not the Yan 3. This is the Mars version 2, and just that's pretty light, and it still snaps back a lot. The caps are amazingly tight on, like some of the best cap structure I've seen. The look is really nice. The performance works. I mean, I'm trying to solve under 15 seconds. So I guess if someone's starting out and they want a cheap budget puzzle that's not as flexible as the MF3RS, this could be a really good option. If I had to choose between this or the MF3RS, I think personally I'd still go with that one. But also, this one might just need more breaking in, but I still feel like that one just has a slight edge over this one. It's also $1 more than this one, for at least at SpeedCube Shop where I ordered it. So that's kind of my review of it. I'm a little bummed. I was hoping for something that performed much better. I really think it's the springs. I might try changing the springs, but I don't know how much more work I want to do into this puzzle, so there's a decision I have to make on that. But the GuanPo, not too bad. The GuanLong, not bad, but I was hoping for more. I'll word it that way. You can definitely pick both these up, and for the price, it might be worth it to just get it and experiment with it anyways, because I think it was like $4. I don't remember how much the 2x2 was, but if the same, if not less. So thank you very much. Leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Hit like and subscribe for more content like this in the future, and as always, stop by speedcubereview.com for more news and reviews.